Hello, Zarek here, the lead designer of Indominant, and today we wanted to share an epic and fun one-shot that we ran with some amazing D&D content creators that were gracious enough to play our game with us, and they got to save the day as superheroes. Before we jump into the session, I just wanted to introduce the creators and their characters. So first we have Colby from D&D Deep Dive or the D4 Network, who's playing as Xiao Hu, one of our pre-generated characters. Xiaohu is a robotic species known as the Chromids. He's a guardian with the martial arts power set, and he leads the charge for his team of supers, pinning down his enemies while he protects his allies. Then we have Jeremy, who you might know as Insight Check, and he played Indominus, another one of our pre-generated characters. Indominus is an earthling of the humanoid species type, and he's a tough bruiser with a super strength power set. Indominus is not afraid to charge in fist first, trading blows with his enemies. And last but not least, we have Nathan from D&D Unoptimized, who created his own character. He created Bloodspike, who is an alien species called the Emergil, and he is a blaster with the weapon mastery power set, and he uses his own blood to create weapons that he controls as if they're an extension of his own body. Before we jump into the session, if you haven't already heard about Indominant or seen one of our videos, then you might not know that Indominant is a new evolution in the superhero TTRPG genre, designed from the ground up with the flexibility to allow any playstyle mixed with any power set while keeping things streamlined. Our Backerkit launches on April 8th, so don't forget to follow us on Backerkit with the link in the description. We also have many other videos for you to watch, from explanation of Indominant's game mechanics or character creation process to different game design discussions about topics related to TTRPGs. If you enjoyed this one shot with these awesome creators, we have a completely free quick start guide that we call the Game System Primer that you can get for free by joining our Discord server or subscribing to our newsletter on our website. With that out of the way, let's get right into it. Fire, destruction, buildings crumbling all around you. You are in the center of a city in destruction from a deadly attack of invaders. You make your way through the fire and smoke and hear something approaching in the distance. Suddenly, boom, a large crash around the corner from where you are. You hear civilians scream and run away. You can spot giant, massive, slimy gloop-glop monsters that are seeming to consume debris, buildings, and even people. But you also notice that they have not seen you yet, and you might be able to sneak up on them, ambush them. Let me make sure you guys can see that.
Gloop glop monsters.
Yes.
This is the best name.
Things.
I see a couple. That's the best name I've ever heard.
That is awesome.
Gloop glops.
I mean, I've never heard of one, but I think I know exactly what they are.
Good. I think we've done a good job then.
Nailed it.
So, yes, you guys
That's
can
mine.
see you have this debris in front of you. They don't notice you. They just seem to be consuming. So, what you can do is attempt to sneak, or if you want, you can just sort of run up and initiate combat. That's up to you. But yeah, I think you guys all get it from what I said.
Yeah, I don't think that I'm particularly sneaky. I might be a kung fu master, but I'm a kung fu robot.
Clank, clank, clank.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know about you guys. In fact, you know what? Can we just take a minute and talk about who we are, like
Yes,
who our
no,
characters are?
thank you. That's a very good idea. So yeah, we'll just go ahead if everyone wants to explain a bit about their character. We'll start with you, Colby.
Okay, so I just was introduced to my character, a pre-generated one that I chose from a list, and his name is Xiao Hu, and he is a martial art specialist, but he's a chromid species, which is like a robotic species, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, let me read my backstory. When YAR 51732's mind network reactivated and he was conscious once again, it was found that he had lost all memories and knowledge that would be expected from a chromid. He seemed to have the mental capacity of a human infant, though his relearning of language and information was very fast-paced. Once he began to speak again, he was noted to be speaking mostly the Cantonese dialect of the earthly Chinese language, an accent that I would not do any justice to in mimicking, so I'm not even going to attempt.
No worries.
Along with some English. His new name is Xiaohu. So yeah, that's me. I think the intent for this character, correct me if I'm wrong, is to be a little bit more of a kind of a tanky sort of protector, right?
Yes.
Which is
Yeah.
cool. So I like that. I like that concept of like a martial artist who's kind of there to mostly like deflect attacks and, you know, help their allies and things is kind of how I envision it. So yeah, that's Xiaohu.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Nathan?
I speak Cantonese, so the two of us, you and me, we can go
Right.
back and forth.
Maybe you should be playing Xiaohu.
You want me to go? Sorry, is that
Yeah,
Zarek?
go ahead, Nathan. Sorry, I thought you heard me.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm not a pre-gen. I don't have a huge backstory. My name, though, is my code name is Blood Spike. He's a very cowardly kind of guy because he uses his own blood to make weapons. So he's like always bleeding out. So he gets taken down super fast. So that's yeah. He's kind of like a reject from his race. So he's like socially awkward and like nobody likes him from his race. So he kind of like just does his own thing.
What is the race?
So he's an Emergil. They're like little
Emergil,
green
yeah.
alien people. Emergil.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Got
the
it.
stereotypical little green men,
Oh.
kind of like Martian idea. Funny enough, Emergil is, I forget the word that describes it, but little green men, it's the first few letters from each of those words, and then it's flipped. So, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, awesome. Thank you. They're one of the alien species. And then Jeremy, go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry, this thing made me laugh about the scene from Dodgeball. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. That's the only thing I could think of. When you were going. Yeah. So
It's okay if you make yourself bleed your own blood.
Yeah, I guess.
Nobody else makes you bleed your own blood. I am playing a super with the codename of Indominus. His real name is Harry Dugutter, which makes you think the Gutter, which I think is pretty cool. So I pictured him as like some sleazy New Yorker guy.
That's
he
really
is
funny.
human.
Yeah, it's
he's
supposed to be
human as-
do-gooder. It's meant to be kind of a
Do-gooder.
play.
That's the total opposite of the Gutter.
Yeah, that's why it's funny.
Harry together.
Harry the Gutter.
Came out of
Okay.
the gutter.
He seems like a pretty chill dude. He was actually, I mean, I say that, but really, he was heavily experimented on by some like super secret police force, and his powers, which are super strength, were born of some science, the science division of some programs, more or less that may or may not have gone wrong. But in any case, he is the product of the government, and now he uses his super strength to apparently do good and not be part of the Gutter.
He's
Yeah.
kind of like an anti-Homelander.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
If Homelander were not the most evil, horrible character in the world.
Yeah, it's so funny. You just reminded me of a joke I wanted to mention, but that you could totally play Homelander. I should have suggested that. A good version.
If I get one comment in my videos more than any other comment, it is something like, "I didn't know Homelander played D&D."
It's great.
So yeah, I get that a lot.
That's a good compliment, that's for sure.
I mean, you did have that one thumbnail.
The Critlander.
Like, it looks
Yeah.
pretty
Critlander.
good. It looks
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
pretty convincing.
Yeah, that was a nickname that one of my viewers gave me like early in the channel, and it sort of stuck. And for a minute, people were calling me Critlander, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna lean into this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do a build.
that's great.
Call it the Critlander. So
Yeah,
Nice.
it's funny play on words, but
Yeah.
So I guess that being said, I am not exactly Captain Stealthy. So
should we try it and see what happens, or should we just run in guns blazing, fists
I
blazing?
feel like I'm probably gonna like sneak behind these rocks or something. That's
Okay.
that would be my goal.
and just if you have trouble, some of these rocks have walls on them, so if you can't cross them, just let me know. I'll move your character
Okay.
across them.
I also don't think I have any range attacks. I am just all about the fists. So.
Yes.
Yeah, that might be the same for me too. I'm looking.
Yeah, I think you have
It's
a
mostly
couple.
Let me double check. Yeah.
I'm punching and
Oh no, you are
sweeping the
all
leg.
punching. Yeah, I changed your powers up a couple times. I wanted to give you some
Melee,
like
yeah,
key
melee,
blasts, and then I
melee.
think I changed it, I guess. Sorry about that.
Mine are definitely all punch all the time.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it. Let's try and sneak up on these guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna clank my way.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll first, or do you want me to move?
Yeah, if you could, everybody that wants to sneak, you have a skill for sneaking. It was pointed out on the session we just did on Monday. The skills are not necessarily in alphabetical order. We have different kinds of skills, like categories. So they're in
Yeah, I mentioned
alphabetical
that last
within
time,
those
yeah.
categories. Yeah. So, well, I think that will get fixed, but we don't pay the person who made this, so he did it of his free time. So I'm not going to be like, hey, you need to fix this. Okay, so we've got some decent rolls and a not so good roll. So Indominus and Xiaohu, you have succeeded, and Bloodspike,
Nice.
you did not.
Now, does that mean we get to add 1 to our skill experience?
Yeah, you'll add 2 for succeeding.
2.
That way, on a fail, you still get 1. That's why. So you still progress even when you're failing.
So XP 2.
I imagine like Bloodspike has to like draw some blood as he's going towards, and so he like tries to like graze himself on one of these sharp rocks, but goes a little like way too deep. Like
Make some noise.
Yeah.
So, Xiaohu and Indominus, you feel like you're well covered by these rocks. You don't seem to think that they notice you. Bloodspike, as you approach, I guess you can go ahead and move yourself in your approach, and we'll go from there. And I'll pause you guys if you get too close.
I just put myself up like 6. I don't know.
Yeah,
if it's
we're kind
okay to
of
keep
not in
going.
combat right now, so you can just move freely for now.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna see if I can get up like here.
Yeah.
like activate a stance. Well, if I'm, or is it just gonna cancel right out because we're not in combat?
No, you can. It'll spend the drive though.
Okay. I will enter my aggressive stance.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go right up next to my punching buddy.
Yeah, and Dominus and Xiaohu, you made it up to that rock, kind of hugged the wall and stayed behind the cover of that rock, and so you have not been noticed yet. Bloodspike, are you staying right where you're at?
Yeah, I mean, can I climb up enough to like peek over?
You can, if you'd like, yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's my goal.
Okay. So if you're going to climb up onto these rocks, then with that noise you made, you'll notice that the gloop glops kind of look towards you in your direction. And so everybody's going to roll initiative. We're going to start combat. Even though Xiaohu and Indominus, you guys are hidden, I'll explain how ambushing works.
Okay. All right. Initiative.
I don't remember how initiative works.
So initiative will just be a d20 plus your agility. So you could make an agility.
An agility roll.
Yeah, make an agility roll. Yeah.
Coming in strong.
Like Xiaohu's the only one with a bonus to that, but it's +1, so it's fine. Normally it's just your actual agility stat, but we'll let you add the +1.
Yeah, that's so I just clicked on the +1 to the right of my agility, and it looks like it added that D4.
Yeah.
Is that because, why is that?
So that the one on the right is for the dominance rolls. So if you click the actual word agility, you'll roll the regular. But that's okay. I can see that your D4 was a 1. So you got a 12. So we go like this.
Whoa, what is? Oh, I see. That's the tracker.
Yeah, so you got a 12, correct, Xiaohu? It'll roll, but I'll fix that. Oh, it rolled a 12 again anyways. Bloodspike, what did you get?
A 7. Wait.
Yeah, it was a 7.
Yeah, 7.
7. Okay, and Jeremy?
8. I got an 8.
Okay. So what will happen is the Xiaohu and Indominus, you are ambushing since you started this combat without them being aware of your presence. So the first round you will get to go, but Bloodspike, you're not ambushing you. We're not very stealthy, so uh, since you revealed
So
yourself.
so we get essentially like a bonus round.
Yes, yeah, you'll get to go
Okay.
for free once. So I think at the top
And
you
then
guys
do we
can see this
know?
tracker. Oh, go ahead.
Do we? Yeah, I was just gonna ask if we know the initiative order after that, because that might affect what I do for this bonus round.
You guys all go last. The enemies are going first, if
Got
that
it.
helps. I think, can you see the
It
little
does.
tracker at the top?
I see
I can see
Shohu.
me and then 2 gloop glops.
Okay.
But
Interesting.
that's all I see. I wonder if I can expand that.
I see everybody but Indominus.
Interesting.
Don't know
Well-
how to make that bigger. Anyways.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
So Xiaohu, you are first.
So you get to train me on the system. So
Yes.
I have six movement, right?
Yes. You
Um,
have 4 action points on your turn. That's the standard that
Okay.
everybody has. Movement actions cost 1 action point. The first time you use it on a turn, every following time it will cost 2. So if you wanted to say move twice, if you needed to move that distance, you would have 1 AP left. When you use a movement action, you can split that movement up. It sort of just like unlocks that movement amount for the turn. So you could
Okay.
move, do another action, and move as long as you have some movement left.
Cool.
And then we've got
Um,
main actions that'll cost 2 action points. Minor actions cost 1. Free actions, which I think only Bloodspike has, cost 0, but you're only limited to 1 free action. And then we have reactions, you get 1 a turn. That generally happens off your turn, but
I forget. Do reactions cost anything though? Do they cost AP?
no.
I don't have to like say one for a reaction.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, not like DC
Got
20. Yeah, reaction is
Yeah,
its
exactly.
own sort
Yeah.
of resource. And
Okay.
just for clarification, you could do 4 minor actions if you want. There's no, outside of the limitations I said with the free action and the movement action changing its cost, you are not limited in how many main or minor actions you can do on a turn just by your AP.
And you can even do
Okay.
the same. You can do like the same minor action 4 times if you really
Yeah,
wanted it. Yeah.
as long as you have drive. So like
Yeah, as
you
long as you
could
have the
do,
resource to spend. Yeah.
yeah, you could do leg sweep twice, for example, Colby.
Yeah. Sick.
So yes, and you
Okay.
should be able to just control your movement. Like I said, if it won't let you go through this wall, I mean, you'll have to walk through this or around the rock. Can't walk through it, but yes.
I couldn't like jump over it.
You could do that. I would call for a skill check if you'd like to do that.
Okay. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the range? So my taunt ability. It says that it has range. I don't
So-
know like how far away I can use that.
So you have a range of 4 with all of your ranged moves. Your range is
Okay.
determined by your archetype. So you're a what we
Oh.
call a melee archetype, you and Indominus here. So anything that's ranged for you just has 4 units of range.
Got it. So if I were to go, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I went around the rock, I should be able to get. Oh, it collides with a wall.
Yeah,
1,
so you have
can-
to like go here. Are you able to see my
Yeah.
path?
Yes.
Okay, so you could do that. That would be 6 if that's what you're trying to do, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Do I hold down command? There we go.
Yeah,
1,
if you
2,
want, and
3,
you'll have to
4.
click again to like set the next point.
I see.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But no, you're fine. Absolutely.
I think you can just drag it and move
And you
it.
could just drag your
No.
character. So yeah, now click
Yeah.
if
1.
measurement, click, and then move it again while holding control. Sorry. So like hold control, click, and drag, and then click again, click again,
No, not that.
that sort of thing.
Oh, it went to the circle.
No worries. Yeah, you
Okay.
can move right here, or
Yeah.
you can move.
That's where I
like
want to
up
go.
here. Okay. So yeah, you should be able to just grab your token controls and move, or if you want me to help, I can help you move.
Figuring out new There we go.
Yeah, you're good. You have to
One,
swap your control thing at
two.
the top left. It's the one thing I really dislike about Foundry. The controls are a little clunky in that way.
So,
Yeah.
okay, so if I click on measurement controls, it default.
If you want to move a
Uh,
character, there's like a square with
person.
like the 4 corners.
Yeah. The problem is okay, if I'm on token controls, there we
There you
go.
go.
1, 2,
Yeah, there you go.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna move there, and that's
Okay.
one action, right?
Yes, one action point. Yeah.
Okay, so I got 3 left. Okay, so then I want to taunt, and these are minor actions. So I want to taunt the guy directly to the north of me first, and see if that works. So they need to make, let's see. You can use minor action attempt to taunt a target within range. They must succeed in an intellect check with a difficulty of 9 plus control modifier. What's my control modifier?
Yours is 3. You'll see it
Okay,
on your
where do I
character sheet, that top section where it's all your stats, the far right, like middle row.
Control mod. Got it.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to taunt that guy.
Okay. You said
You
it was
needed a
9
12.
plus control mod. Okay,
Yep.
and we do beat. So if your control mod's 3, that would be a 12. I'd need a 13 or higher. So
Okay,
failed
got it.
though. So
Cool.
he is now taunted.
For my third action, I'm going to taunt the other Gloop Glop,
Okay,
or attempt to.
absolutely. I'm just trying to grab one. I'll just use targeted, I guess, here. Maybe that's a bad idea, because somebody could use that. There we go. I'll do marked. Okay, so I'll make the second roll here. Ooh, yeah, definitely fails. So this one is also taunted.
Okay, and then can I retcon something and move here instead? Now I
Yeah,
want to
that's within your movement. Yeah.
because the range, the range would have let me taunt both of them still, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, and then I have one action point left, so I want to judo chop.
Okay.
So let's see, minor action melee, targeted defense, make a melee attack by making a swift chop, which deals 1d6 plus damage, modifier damage.
Yeah.
Okay,
So to roll your attack, it should always show up. It's at that top section, kind of middle bottom row.
Yeah, got it.
Yep.
So I do one of these. Judo chop, son of a...
Check something.
I was so intent on taunting that I I distracted myself.
Let me double check something. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I wanted to double check that ambushing gives you dominance or not. Yes, 4 does miss. These guys will be a little easy to hit, you might find, but a 4 does miss.
Right. Okay. And yeah, that's my turn.
There you go. Okay, Indominus.
I'm assuming, I'm assuming that taunt works here like I think it probably does, which means that the enemies have to attack me, or do they just have like a disadvantage for trying to attack somebody else? Or
so it's like a legit taunt. They have to move towards you with all of their movement and attempt to attack you if they can. It is very, very powerful. You are a like MMO tank kind of thing.
Cool.
That super changes what I was going to do. All right. That's a minor. Okay, so instead, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my 6 points of movement, or my 6 spaces of movement, to go here. I guess there's a wall in the way. I can't do that. I can do this. Can I go up? Yeah, there we go. Okay, same thing. Cool. So that's 1. And then I'm just going to... I have 3 drive, and this costs 1 drive each. I'm just going to triple down on this. I'm going to use bulk up 3 times. It's a minor action. It's a minor action that increases my damage by 2 for 2 turns.
Yeah,
so
you'll only be able to use it once because it's the same effect. It can't stack unless it says so otherwise.
Oh, that's disappointing. Well, shit.
Sorry. For reasons like what you're trying to do, yeah.
So proud of
Unless an
myself.
effect says otherwise, it doesn't stack. Now, if somebody else were to like give you something that also increases your damage modifier, they would both affect you.
All right, fine, be that way.
I don't want you one-shotting these enemies.
But I want to. All right, so instead, what I'm going to do after learning that is I will instead use another. I'll use 2 action points to move.
You
I'll
should
go.
have one more movement left if you had one more unit of movement left, I think.
In that case, I'll go right next to this guy.
There you go.
Okay.
And then I will just go ahead and I'll use main action super jab, and I'm just gonna into his throat. Make a melee attack with a strong jab, dealing 1d8 plus damage modifier.
Isn't it like all throat?
Everything's just all throat all the
The whole
time.
thing, yeah.
No, he has no throat. You can't use that ability on Goop Bobs. Their throat.
He's immune.
It's
Okay.
an 11 on my
11, that does hit.
Nailed it. I don't have a way to roll damage. I guess I'll just roll a d8 here.
Okay. And Colby, just making sure you did spend 1 drive on that judo chop.
1.
Oh, I did not.
I got a sick 1 on this roll, but my damage mod is +3. Nope. Damage mod is +2.
And then you did that bulk up though, right?
No, I didn't end up doing it.
Oh, you didn't do it even once? I thought you were doing it once.
No, I guess I would have done it once because I had the actual. I thought I had to spend a second movement. So since I didn't have to spend a second movement, then yes, I would have done that. So it'd be +4. So it's a 5 damage.
Check.
And that's all I got.
Okay. Yes, you definitely super jab it right in the throat. Okay.
Right in the throat.
What are the drive regain mechanics for
For
me,
two classes, Guardian and Bruiser?
I think for me, as long if I hit or get hit, I think that's pretty much it.
yeah, pretty much.
Recover equal to your recovery value whenever you successfully are affected by a damaging effect. So if something hits me, or when you successfully affect an enemy with a melee power or melee attack. Yeah, so if I hit or get hit, then I get my drive back.
Yeah. So did you use the base power though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the base power, yeah.
Okay. Oh, you did use bulk up though, so you get your drive back. So you're back to 6.
My drive back to 6. Yeah.
Good job, Nathan. Okay, so now we skip Bloodspike's turn and go to the Gloop Glops here.
Go.
So this Gloop Glop, it's going to move because it's taunted towards Xiaohu here. And it is going to... That's not an attack. Okay, so, and then it's going to attack you. A 15.
My defense is 14.
Okay. And I believe since the last thing you did was taunt. Oh no, you attacked above you, right?
I did, yeah.
Okay, I can't.
So do I need to turn?
Yeah, I was trying to see if I would have dominance. Yeah, if you want, go ahead.
I forgot how to do that. There we go.
There you go. Okay, and that will deal.
Oof.
9 damage.
Okay. I can just go.
Gotta make sure I stay away from these things.
And that is all it can do since you taunted it and made it spend so many action points. Are you trying to figure out? Okay, perfect. Awesome.
I think I got it.
Okay. And next is the Gloop Glop to the north of Xiaohu. It's not going to move since it doesn't have to get in range, but it will attack. Ooh. Okay, that is a hit, I'm assuming, since 15 hit last time. Not a crit though. So. Okay, and 7 damage.
7. Okay.
Taking a lot of hurt there.
All
Yeah.
right. That's what I'm here for.
All right.
It's the acid. I underestimated how much the acid damage from the gloop glops would hurt my metallic frame.
It's
Yeah.
that throat damage.
Okay, and next it's going to try to clamp onto you, Xiaohu. So I need you to make a might check, please.
Might check. Okay. Pretty
Awesome.
good.
Yes. So you succeeded, and that means nothing happened. It tried to these things are quite large, by the way. They look small and cute on here, but they're like
Right.
4 to 5 feet tall, kind of big.
You might hurt me,
globs.
but you cannot clamp onto me. I am the clamper.
I'm the clamper now.
You do the clamping, yeah.
That's right.
Okay, and that is its turn. Okay, and next we are at Xiaohu. Your turn again.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try to. Well, you know what? I'm going to turn and try to leg sweep this guy.
Okay.
So this is just.
I think it's actually an area
attempt to
around you.
leg
You don't
sweep.
have to
Oh, it
turn.
is. Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
Ooh.
All enemies, your melee range, you must succeed at agility check with a difficulty of 8+.
Okay.
Control modifier, so that's an 11. Agility check of 11 or become knocked down. Dang it.
Okay, so there's
Sweep the
one.
leg, Johnny.
And
Oh,
Get
wow.
out of here.
yeah, I was about to
That's-
say
yeah.
I should have forewarned you. In Foundry, for whatever reason, my rolls are crazy when I'm the comic editor. When I'm a
Okay,
player, though, I'm
that
like
was-
Nat 1 master.
That was 2. That cost
These
me 2
slimes are
action
surprisingly
points.
agile.
Yeah. You know, well, shoot.
Yeah, your leg
Um,
sort of just goes right through them and nothing happens.
Yeah, just like. These gloop glops seem immune to all of my attempts to hurt them. I'm gonna do then. What is heightened sense? My self-defense temporary heighten your senses grant you +1 defense until the start of your next turn. That feels like a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use heightened sense. And oh, you know what? I forgot about my key points. Tell me about my key points. So I have 5.
Yes.
I can either use 1 or I can use all of them, right?
Yes, exactly. And so what it will do is if you use 1, it will increase your damage modifier and check attempt bonus and also your movement. If you spend 5, you'll get that plus I think it's automatic hits on everything you do pretty much.
Okay.
Double check.
Oh, I should have used that instead before I leg swept.
I'll let you. I should have reminded you of that before.
That's okay. That's okay. We're figuring it out. Let me see here. I've got there's a lot of powers that I have here. Now spending a key point, is that a minor action to do?
No, you can just do that for free
Just
at the
do it.
start of your turn.
Got it. Let's see. And so I'm seeing in my powers, I've got level 0 powers that cost 0 drive. Level 1 powers cost 1. Level 2 cost 2.
Yes.
If I just wanted to do like a straight up just attack, do I just say I'm making an attack?
You'd have to use a power. So
Got it. So there is no just like punch something.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, okay.
Yeah.
So so my only level 0 powers are leg sweep and heightened sense.
Yes.
And the leg sweep wouldn't have even done damage had I knocked them down. It was just an attempt to knock them down, right?
Yes.
Okay, got it. And then so I got to use drive potentially to try and like hit them and do damage.
Yeah, with the powers I selected. There's of course normally there's everybody has options for attack powers as their base powers.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 1 key point Where do I track that?
I think so. On your character sheet, there's like a stack track A and stack track B at the bottom left of the top section. You could use
Got it.
one of those.
Okay.
Just put
So I have 5, so I'm going to use stat track A and just say I now have 4.
yeah, perfect.
Okay. I'm going to use a key point, and then I'm going to try to judo chop again.
Okay.
So we're going to go attack. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Gosh.
Okay. 5 does not hit, sadly.
Robots do not like glue clops. Okay.
Your
And
arch nemesis here, your weakness.
Yeah, but I have one more action.
Yes.
I'm gonna try again. So here we go. Attack.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh, you're kidding me.
3s in a row.
Okay.
Wow.
Well,
I'm just like just whiff after whiff.
a lot of cool stuff, but sadly,
It
maybe
looks really
they're
cool.
on their game.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have 4 drive.
But
now,
I'm
right?
like I'm one of those martial artists that's maybe a little more concerned about the look of the move rather than the actual like efficacy.
Mhm.
So I'm doing these like big like roundhouse kicks that are just going like right over the top of them and like stuff.
Yeah.
All about the intimidation.
That's
Yeah.
right.
They
That's
definitely are. I mean, you did some stuff that worked so far, but yeah. They're mad at you. You look too cool. That's why they're attacking you. Okay, and that brings us to Indominus, because that was all 4 action points, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So Indominus, your turn. You're muted, Jeremy.
Apologies, sorry.
No
Yeah.
worries.
Cool. So I'm there. I'm just watching Xiao, who it's like, realize that it's not about hitting anything. It's just about sending a message. It's
They are very clearly threatened.
I'm gonna go forward, and I am going. Well, I'm actually. What's the range? My range is 4, so my abilities can affect things within a range of 4. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll move here. No. 5x5 center, so I can't hit that one. That's only hit that one. If I move, I can hit both. Okay, let's do that. But then I have to do that. That's 3. I don't have a minor action attack. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead. This glue glop right in front of me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go all in on this guy. I'm just gonna go with my tier 2 power, my heavy hook. I'm just gonna hook straight into the throat. Let's go for it.
It's all about the throat.
You have dominance because you're flanking it, thanks to Xiaohu's taunt. You are.
How do I add
it.
dominance to my attack roll? Oh, is this a? No, wait. Where do I add that?
Dominance 1.
Yeah,
to the
that
right of
3
attack, right?
next to dominant or under dominance.
Oh,
1, like
dominance
Colby
1.
said. Yeah. There you go. A 17 will hit.
17. Let's go. That's how you roll, Colby. Come on.
Hey, I'm just here to make you guys look good.
There it is.
I'm concerned about how I look, but in the end, the result is you guys succeeding.
There it is. So my damage modifier is still improved from my bulk up from last turn, so I'll do that 2d8 plus 4 on the attack. So that's 8. Yeah, look at that. I get 12 damage on him. Is that enough to take this clown out, or is he still throating away?
12 damage. Let's see. Not quite, but he's definitely looking like he's been hurt.
All right. In that
He's
case,
looking
I
a little
will,
more gloopy than gloppy.
Then gloppy.
Yes.
I will go ahead and you know what? Let's go for the kill. I'll go for use my base super jab so I don't spend anything else, and I'll go ahead and make another attack on that.
Yeah, so you should have 5 drive though, because you spent 2, but you immediately regained 1. 17. Add your dominance. Actually, can you? No, you wouldn't be able to with dominance, but trying to see if your dominance could let you crit, but you rolled a 14.
It would not. It would
Yeah.
not be high enough.
So you did hit though, so go ahead and roll damage again.
And that's another D8 plus 4. These ones. What am I? So 5.
Okay.
So I'm just punching away at this guy, super jabbing and
Yeah.
heavy hooking. I'm just actually hitting things. It's more than for me. It's not about sending a message. It's about actually making contact.
You are sending a message. It's just with your fists.
It's
Exactly.
it's a different kind of message.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is, I don't even. I've used all 4 action points on that, so that's just the end of my turn. That's all I got.
Okay. Now we are at Blood Spike.
All right. Yeah, my leg's probably like bleeding profusely from the scratch I gave it. I'm like crawling myself up to the top of this rock. I'll form a little spike out of this blood, and we'll try to whip it at the this top glob.
Okay.
It should be within range.
It is, yeah, just barely.
Yeah. So I am in my aggressive pose, so that gives me a +1 to attack.
You
and
did
I'm
do
gonna
that before, right? I just
Yes,
want to
I
make sure
did.
you're not spending the action points. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to use the tier 1 power double strike. So I make 2 attacks.
Okay.
That's 3 plus 5. Okay,
Oh.
perfect. Nat 1.
Almost a 19.
A nat 1, and the
14.
14 does hit.
Okay, so I missed the first one. I can't go into negative, what are they called? Combo points, can I?
So as long as one of them hits. Oh, no. Yeah, you
This
cannot.
one says it generates them as if they're
Right.
their own attack.
Yep,
So
yep.
the first
So
one
you would
misses.
miss, not get anything, you stay at 0, and then the second one hits, you get
Okay.
1 combo point.
Okay. D6, and then I am in my thing, and I'm 8 spaces away or more, so I have another 4 to my damage. So that's 9. That's 13 damage.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
And then so I'm assuming some of this blood from my blood knife is stuck on it, so I'm gonna use a couple of quick strikes against it. So I'm gonna try to like turn that blood on it into like a knife to like stab into it.
Okay. Awesome. So you're doing 2 quick strikes, you're saying, back to back?
I'm gonna do 2 quick strikes. Here's the
Okay.
first one, and here's the second one. So 13 and a 23.
Too bad you don't have dominance. Okay. Both of those hit.
So that would be 10 damage each.
10
Nice.
damage each. Holy cow.
Coming in hot.
Yeah, 1 plus your damage modifier. Oh, they're added. That's why. I see. Okay. So minus.
Yeah, I have a damage mod of 5, and then it's 2 from the distance and 2 from the
Aggressive
the
poise.
stance I'm in. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Damage mod is 5.
Yeah, plus he's adding another 4, so he actually has 9 right now. Yeah.
That's thick.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can take 1 hit and do a lot of damage. Hopefully.
Mhm.
That's what I'm here for.
Super glass cannon.
Yeah, pretty much. He was even more glass cannony before. He had 7 damage modifier to begin with before, but he changed things up a little. So that one is looking really rough. Make sure you get your 2 extra combo points. And they are no longer taunted. So we will go to the southmost gloop glop here, and it's not too happy about those punches in its back, so it's going to turn around
Throat.
to Indominus here. Yeah, to the throat, sorry.
To the back throat.
the back throat.
Yes. And you guys can see, by the way, there's like trash floating around in them and debris and stuff like that. And since they've eaten some people, some bones and stuff like that even, they dissolve stuff in them as well. So it's going to turn around and try to clamp onto you. So I need you to make me a might check, please.
I can do that. Might. Oh, let's go.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that fails. Then it's going to try and shoot some acid at you. It's going to spit acid right in your face. Well, it's going to try.
Right in your throat.
Yeah, right back in your throat.
Yeah,
And
17
18
definitely
or
hits.
17.
18 hits. 17 hits, yeah.
Okay. That is.
I start coughing up.
Okay, 9 damage, and you do have some good damage reduction.
I do have 3 damage reduction, so it's 6.
Yes. Yeah, and so just to make it clear too, the bruisers are also quite tanky, but they're more in the way where they take less damage, but they get hit a lot more often. So guardians have high defense, and so they get hit less, and then bruisers will get hit a lot. They're more like barbarians in that way, where they take a lot more hits and they reduce the damage they take.
My hit points have disappeared from the street. I don't see them anymore.
Oh, that is interesting. Let
Yeah.
me, I think I need to drop a new token. There.
Yeah,
There
okay,
you go.
it's there. Cool.
I think I need to do that with Blood Spike too.
-6. Cool.
There you go. Should be able to see that now, right, Nathan?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. And that is that one's turn. This next one is, oops. It's not too happy about what just happened to it from Blood Spike over there. So it's going to turn and leap over. This does, hang on, let me move first because it's not in range. So it's going to try to move away first here. And so Xiaohu, you will get the chance to do a reactive strike.
Okay. And now, is this like, since I don't have a level 0 power that's an attack, would I have to do, say, like a judo chop to try and spend a drive there to hit it?
So it does have to be a base power that's targeted normally.
Could I leg sweep it?
Yeah,
Or
I'll
is
let you
that
do your
not
leg sweep.
considered?
It's
Okay.
normally not, but I should have probably chosen a different power for you. So go ahead and
That's
use
all
leg
right.
sweep.
We're figuring it out. Yeah, okay. Then I'll do that, and it has to make an agility check of 11, which it succeeds
Oh
with
my gosh.
ease.
I'm telling you, see, these dice are crazy.
Oh, jeez.
It's all good.
Colby's got awful luck.
Yeah. This time. Okay, and then it's going to, you'll see it kind of like shrink up, like it's about to spring forward, and it's going to jump towards you here, Blood Spike.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, and it's going to jump right here. And then it is going to try to clamp onto you, so I need you to make a might check, please.
I'm so good at might. Nat 20. Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Nice.
There you go. Nothing happens then. Okay. And now we come back to Xiaohu. It is your turn.
Tell me this. What is like? What's the benefit of knocking an enemy down? Like, does that give dominance on attacks against them? Like, how does it work?
Yes. Yeah. So
Okay.
let me double check. I know they get attacks against them are made with dominance, and then
Whether
can
they're
use
ranged
a
or
movement action
melee?
and
Yeah.
use 3 units of movement to stand up.
Yes. And to answer your question, Colby, yes. Ranged attacks on knockdown targets don't have like weakness or anything like that. So it just would give dominance for the ranged attacks. It would definitely help Blood Spike. Yeah, and they need to
Okay.
spend 3 movement if they want to get back up, and they can't move while they're knocked down as well.
Okay. I am, well, man, it would cost me a lot of movement to try and get over there, so we're gonna abandon Blood Spike for just a moment and maybe clean up after he gets eaten. Because if I move, I'm gonna take a hit, and that's gonna cost me 3 movement just to get over there. I think.
got
Right?
it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1,
Is that
2,
your alien
3,
voice?
4. Never mind. It's not as far away as I thought. I got to use 2 movement, and I'm gonna run over to him.
Okay.
I got to do my job.
Did you activate your key, your Kara again? Did you spend the key?
Oh, my key. Yeah, just one point.
Okay. Or sorry, you did that again this turn though?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So don't forget you do have increased movement for that. I don't know if it
Oh.
makes you able to reach
don't
or
think-
not. Let's double check.
I don't think I did know that. Where?
It's +1 movement, +2 damage modifier, and +2 to all stat check attempts, and that will last
It was
until the start of your next turn.
10 spaces away, so I
Okay.
still would have had to use 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. So that cost me 2 actions. Then for my next action, for my next thing I'm gonna do. I'm running low on drive because I keep getting hit. If they would miss me once in a while, then I could,
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm gonna leg sweep has not been working. I'm gonna try a judo chop.
Okay.
So let's
In
go.
before 3.
Come on, baby.
And you do have dominance. That's a good roll, anyways.
Oh, that's right. I didn't roll it with dominance. What would I add?
Yeah.
A D4?
You'd add a D4, yeah. It sadly won't get you to crit since you
It's
got
not
13.
gonna crit.
But
Yeah.
Okay, so you hit.
Okay, sweet. And then, so judo chop, the damage is just a D6 plus damage mod.
Yes.
So
Which you have
roll.
+2. So I know your Foundry character sheet won't say it, but you'll have a +4.
Hey.
There you go. Okay. So then that would be 10 because you
Just warming up.
+2
You're
extra.
just warming up.
That's right.
Okay.
So yeah, he comes in. As long as they're not looking at me, like
Yes.
element of robotic surprise.
So explain to me how you destroy this gloop glop.
Yeah, he just kind of centers himself a little bit and then does like a Danielson against the ice. Anybody seen Karate Kid 2?
Mhm.
Anyways,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and he's
Yeah,
just and his hand actually just like slices right through kind of the middle of the gloop glop, and kind of just.
Yeah, they have
Right
like
neck.
what you could maybe guess is like a brain floating in there. So yeah, you can just like chop that in half.
Nice, just severed it. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Let's see. I still have 1 action left. I gotta reduce my drive here.
I think so. You moved twice, right? So the first one costs 1,
1,
next
2.
one costs 2. So you would have no more
Oh,
action
that's
points,
right.
but you
That's
do
right.
have
I forgot
4
it-
movement left.
That's right. Yeah. So then I'm just gonna move back towards 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there.
Perfect.
Diagonal just counts as 1, right?
Yeah,
One-
that's
1 space.
yeah. So yeah, you can get to that space.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm done.
So now when Xiaohu's turn ends here before Indominus goes, you guys hear some rustling and some movement from this spaceship up here. And you see one of the windows pops out. And you see a much different looking, I know on here it's green, but you see what looks similar to these other gloop glops, but is red and spiky. Emerges from this ship. And it's not its turn, but you do see that.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna
now
take
it's
a
your
quick
turn,
bio. You
Okay,
guys
yeah.
keep going.
All right. It's me, right?
Yeah. What
Uh,
was? It's been a while. I'll just set your guys' initiative to keep you in the same turn order here. Unless you remember your initiative rolls.
I was at 7, and
I rolled
Jeremy
an
was
8.
8.
I rolled 8.
I was close. I put 9.
Can I 1, 2, 3? Can I get to this big thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I mean, I could potentially get to this thing unless it's like up. Is it raised like high up that I can't reach it on that thing, or is it on the ship? Or
You wouldn't have to do any like climbing to as far as counting extra movement.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So I
you
risk
could.
some sort of like opportunity attack or whatever from this the gloop glop.
Yes.
But I could just see that. I can be like, oh, guys, I think there's a big thing over there, and I'm just gonna like run over to Nate every time.
I was
So I'm gonna go ahead
excited
and
for
do it.
your like New Yorker accent
Did I
for a
do it? Did
second.
I do it last time? I forget. I
Um,
guess I did. I guess I did.
yeah,
I don't
because
remember.
the gutter.
The guy. Oh yeah, it's oh yeah, I'm married to Gunna. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna charge. Well, guys, there's some big thing that just came out of the spaceship. It's a little bit concerning. So I'm gonna ignore this gloop glop, and I'm just gonna go ahead and try and
No,
rub this
kill
guy.
kill kill the gloop glop that you're fighting. I will deal with the big acidic blob.
Oh, okay. If the robot says, the robot says, and I'll go ahead and I'll go and make my base power my super jab because I feel like this guy's got to be on the brink at this point. So let's go
Okay.
ahead.
No dominance this time because it is facing you now.
Cool. Straight roll. Oh
Oh my
wow,
gosh.
rough. Look at that.
I'm
5.
rubbing off on you.
Channeling my inner Colby here. All right,
Yeah,
5.
it's
It's
because
not
it's
great.
facing you. They have the special defense, it seems.
It's got to be it. It's got to be it. Okay, I'm gonna. I'm just gonna do it again. It's good. It's better that I wasted on this
Okay.
guy than on the big dude. All right, there we
Yeah.
go.
There you go. Yeah, that hits.
And there's no like penalty for making the same attack against an enemy multiple times or anything like in
No.
Pathfinder, right?
Nope.
That,
No
that
multiple
always
attack
bothers me
penalty.
about Pathfinder, for the record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
Yeah.
know, it always
Pathfinder
feels bad.
fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
It's
right, so
okay.
we get
I
so
will
that's
make
not a
sure
1.
to put that at the beginning of the video. No, I'm kidding.
7. 7
Okay.
damage. As I go for the throat.
Okay. And that's all your AP, right? Yes.
That's 2 uses of my super jab. So yeah, that burns
Okay.
through all of it.
And you did get your
Does
drive
it?
back.
I do get my drive. Well, I had got
1.
it back last turn because I used my 1 anyway. So I'm
Oh,
back
your
at
max
6.
is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm back at 6 anyway. And I didn't
Okay.
use any this turn. They were both base powers.
Okay.
Does
What were
it
you gonna say, Colby?
does it cost more? So first movement is 1 action point, second movement's 2 action points. Does the same apply for like if you want to do like base powers or something? Like do they get
Nope.
more expensive? No.
No
Okay.
penalty whatsoever. The only one is movement, just so you can't like zoom across.
Sure.
Like a blaster, their defense is their range. They have the longest range, so it would kind of nullify that if someone could just like zoom over
Yeah.
and
Fair.
still have a lot of AP. So
Okay.
Alright, so this guy's still glooping and he's still glopping, so I guess someone else should probably take care of him. It's the end of my turn.
okay. Go ahead, Blood Spike. We are back
That's
to you,
me.
Nathan.
Oh, thanks for saving me. Should I go for the other one too then?
Finish him.
Finish him.
Okay.
Yeah, you like
Just
would you
collide with
play
the
the like
wall,
Mortal
you know.
Kombat recording?
Hmm.
Can I move over this wall? It says there's a wall in the way. Can I like I'm at the top of the thing. Can I like roll over the
Yeah.
side down it?
Yeah,
Or do
you
you want me
can
to make a
climb
check?
over. I'll just say you spend an extra movement
Okay,
on
so
this
that'd
one.
be
It's not like
2,
a massive
3,
pile of rocks
4.
here, like this big one is over here.
Okay, I'm gonna have to like.
Oh,
I don't
tell
know.
me where you want to move, I guess, or I can move you to it. That
Just
works.
gonna move. There. That's good.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'll use my double attack again on this little gloop glop.
Little one. Okay. Just it's a little metagamey, but I'll do one at a time for now before you just roll both against this one.
Sure.
Just because knowing your damage, just wanna.
9.
Womp womp.
A 9 does miss.
Okay. I'll reduce my combo points, and I'll do my second one. And that's a 16.
There you go.
That definitely hits.
All right, that's a 12.
Jeez, 12 damage. Okay. It is looking very rough.
Okay, and then I'll use my other one, the quick shot, whatever.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. An
all right.
8 does
8.
miss.
Okay, so that's it for me.
Okay. That one is looking very rough, very in pain. And so now it is this similar size but red spiky one's turn. It's going to kind of just go for the first threat it sees, and it's going to come over down to Indominus.
Hey, friend.
Okay. So
Describe this creature. Is it floating? Is it just look like a bigger, meaner blob?
It definitely looks mean. It is red and oh, you might have stepped away, is why. It's red and spiky. It looks more like solid rather than gelatinous like the other ones. I know the art isn't red, but
I believe you.
so yes, it is more solid looking.
Okay.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
it's going to try to attack you, Indominus.
Let's go.
12.
12 ain't got nothing on me. Move up.
That does miss, right? Okay, that is all it can do then. So it tries to like flail its spiky head at you, and nothing really happens.
What a chump.
Next, you guys hear more rumbling out of this spaceship,
Yep.
Oh no.
and a much larger compartment bursts open at the back.
Oh no.
Someone blow up the spaceship.
And
Oh
you
my God.
see a very large. This one is gelatinous
Yes.
and green, and you guys see
The
this very
copious
large one pop out.
Glop.
That's a problem, guys.
But
God.
it's not. That was at the start of the new round, so it's not going to go quite yet here.
Okay.
And now the small little alive gloop glop here, it's going to kind of use its last ditch effort. They're kind of mindless, so it's just going to try to eat you, Indominus.
Let's
I
go.
need you to make a might check, please.
Sure. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay. So you will become immobilized, which means you
Okay.
cannot move and you automatically fail agility checks. Now, at the
Okay.
end of your turn, when you are immobilized, you can try to, you just automatically, it doesn't cost you any action points, but you can try to break the effect.
And there's no impact to my AP?
Correct, yeah. It's just at the very end of your turn, you get a free chance to try to break out.
Okay.
It's kind of like that. You're actively struggling kind of thing. You're not just going to sit there. So, and then now that you're immobilized, it's going to spit some acid at you. So it will. Yes, and attacks against you are going to be made at dominance, and you make attacks with weakness until you're not immobilized anymore.
Fun.
Not a crit,
yeah.
but that's a hit. I know your defense is 12, so or you have 13, don't you?
13. Yeah.
Okay.
It's 8. I got 3 damage reduction, so 5.
Shoot, I forget what your health was before I replaced your.
It was 35. It's the same.
Okay.
I already updated it. I don't remember. Either way, it
Oh,
was
I
35.
keep forgetting. I'm thinking the green bar on the bottom is your health. I'm like, it's full.
Oh yeah, no, it's the blue one.
Okay. And that is its turn. So now we are back to Xiaohu.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gets me right there.
Okay.
Oh well, first I'll use a key.
Okay.
So I guess I could have got there regardless.
And I do want to remind you, if you get to 0 key, you'll become like weakened and exhausted for a bit.
Right.
So
yeah, I still have 2 left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna say, "Let go of my New Yorker friend," and I will judo chop.
Okay.
So now the question, on the key it says that with just 1 point, I get a +2 damage modifier, +1 unit of movement, and +2 to all stat check attempts. What does that entail? Stat check attempts.
So that
That's
would
not my
be
attack.
correct. Yeah, it's your agility, durability, intellect, might, and power. So you'll add +2
Got
to
it.
any of those.
Got it. And those are generally maybe to be thought of as kind of saving throw like
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. You'll use those for your saving throws during
Okay.
combat. Yes.
Okay, then I will just make an attack.
Okay.
Do I have dominance?
Yes,
It's not
you do.
okay.
It's you're
So
flanking it. You're behind it. What we do is flanking. So like if it's facing straight down to Indominus, you would be flanking if you're in this position where you are, or this position. So like that
got it.
back 90-degree angle sort of thing.
Okay.
And it
Okay, here
extends
comes
out
my
for ranged attacks as well.
attack.
Ooh,
Oof.
an 11 does
Barely,
hit
right?
though. Yes.
All right. And then the damage was just D6 plus 4 now, yeah? Since I'm
Yes.
using key.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I
Okay.
am the destroyer of Gloop Glops. I'm just gonna reach in and like grab its like brainstem and just like twist.
Okay.
And watch it turn into a puddle of ooze.
Yes,
Ideally.
you are correct. It died.
Okay.
I'm free.
So that was 1, 2. Oh, I only have 1 drive left. Okay, then I will. Let's see. I have 2 actions, 2 action points left. I'm going to. Let's see. You know what? Does my heightened sense ability that lets me increase my defense until the start of my next turn? Can I stack that if I were to use
No.
it twice?
Yeah,
No.
just
Okay.
like his Indominus's bulk up, you can only have one of that effect at a time
Got it.
from yourself.
Well, let's see. I have 2 points left. I only have 1 drive. All right. I'm going to, you know what? I'm gonna make another judo chop, but at the red spiky thing in front of me.
Okay.
I don't know if I have dominance against him.
Yeah, you're
for
not quite
this.
flanking. You'd have to be right there.
Got it.
I guess
Got
if
it.
you have
Oh, I
movement
should
left,
have.
you could move still. Go ahead
I
and do that.
do because I'm
+1.
using key. So yeah,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna move over 1.
Okay. And then you'll get dominance.
Come on and move. There we go. Okay, cool. Then I'll make my judo chop. This is gonna put me at 0 drive.
Ooh.
All right. Here's the attack. Hey, I'm getting
That
better.
definitely hits.
I'm warming up.
Yes.
Okay,
Learn how to fight the
for
gloops.
this much damage.
Okay. So when you hit this red spiky one,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to use a reaction here.
Mm.
It was 8. Yeah. And it's going to shoot a spike back out at you as you kind of touch it. It reacts with a
Okay.
spike. So you are going to become slowed and wounded for 2 turns.
I don't get to make like a save against it or whatever.
No,
A check.
it'll just do
Okay.
that.
Slowed and what was it?
Wounded. So
Wounded.
trying to find the right like ones that kind of work for that.
Do you want me to read those stats out or whatever they're called?
Yeah, the conditions. What's the implication of it?
Yeah, so I'll give you corroding for wounded. Oh no, there's bleeding. Never mind. I'll give you bleeding and
Oh, so wounded's like a blooded effect where you take damage at the start of your turn.
yeah, and you will take 2 damage at the start of your turn
Okay.
because you're wounded. But you did hit it.
Slowed is your base
Slowed
movement is
is
halved,
Yep, exactly.
and agility checks with weakness.
So
Okay.
for you, when you use if you use your key, you'll be at 4 movement instead of 3 because that bonus isn't counted towards your base movement.
Got it.
And we round up for everything, just so you know. I don't think it's affected anything yet.
Okay.
And
For
that's
my
the end
last
of your...
action.
Oh.
No, I have one more action. I'm just going to use heightened sense to increase my defense by 1.
Okay.
Until the start
Sounds
of my
good.
next turn.
Okay. Indominus, it is your turn.
So I'm not being held by the glue bomb because he's dead, right? So I can
Correct.
just go into the other one.
Yep. You're
Alright.
no longer
Cool,
immobilized.
cool.
It was holding you.
What is this? All right, I'm gonna go use a tier 1 power. I'm going to attempt to strong arm the thing in front of me, the red spiky bro.
Okay.
An enemy with a melee must succeed on a might check with a difficulty of 9 plus my control modifier, which is, I want to say like 2 or 3. Control mod is +2, so 11.
Okay.
Or be immobilized.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
My rolls are crazy. It did succeed.
Sheesh.
I love that power too. I wish you could have done it so you can move them around with you.
All right. In that case, I'll just, since I didn't hit him, I'm going to go ahead and use a minor action for get your guard up, so I get an additional +2 damage reduction until the start of my next turn.
Okay. And your bulk up is gone, by the way, now.
Yeah, and I was just going to use it again.
Okay.
I'm going to use bulk up, and I'll use bulk up as well, so to get an additional +2 damage as my 4th action. And
Awesome.
that's all I got.
Okay. Let's see what you got, Blood Spike.
I'm just gonna do the same thing I always do. This one's red and spiky. I'm gonna try to make it red and even spikier.
Okay.
So double attack. This time I'm gonna enhance it with I got that blaster power to increase damage by 4.
Okay. For the extra drive.
Overcharge. That costs an extra drive. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so blasters, Colby, they start with low drive when combat starts, and then once the second round comes around, they start recovering it really fast. So they kind of have to like warm up,
Ramp
kind of
up
thing.
a little.
Yeah, they can't just like go all out right away.
Okay, so 12 and a 21 versus.
Okay. And you were attacking this one, right?
Yeah, the red one.
Okay. Those both hit. Yes.
Okay. So it's 2d6 plus 18 plus 8.
Hey.
37.
Okay. And that's 2 separate hits, right?
Those are 2 separate hits.
Okay. Holy cow. Okay.
Sorry, my camera's fuzzing out. It can't get the right range. Field of.
Oh, it's okay.
Whatever.
You're far away. It's, that's why we can't see you.
All right. Is this thing still alive?
Yes, it is. It's looking very rough, though. Your blood kind of cut chunks and made holes out of this more solid-looking glop.
All right. Well, it shot spikes at my friend, so this leftover blood that I sprayed on it is gonna try to stab into it.
Okay.
So this will be a second.
Ooh, pretty good.
And then I'll do it one more time.
Well, you hit already once, so before you go doing your second one, you would do.
Okay.
Are you doing 10 damage still?
That's 10 damage. Yeah.
So yeah, how do you destroy this one?
Okay. Well, yeah, it's probably covered in my blood, so I'm just gonna have these spikes like stab into it a bunch of times.
Okay. And it is dead. So
Okay.
now the only one left is the big one.
All right.
And
Not
that's
my
why I wanted
robot
to.
friend.
That's why I wanted to let you do the damage first.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll move then instead.
Okay.
I'll move behind this rock here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now and that's your turn, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so this big one, it finally starts moving. We'll just say it was like seeping out of the ship. It's gonna go straight for Xiaohu here.
Bring it on.
And
Bloodspike, do you recognize these aliens? Where do they come from?
okay.
Not my cousins. Just because we're green, we're not family.
That's true. That was a little racist of me. I apologize.
The robot doesn't know.
Are you cousins with the spaceship?
Looks familiar, if I'm being honest.
That's great. Okay. So, I'm trying to remember here. So what it's going to do is, as it's moving towards you, it's going to collect debris from this spaceship, and it is going to put them on the surface of its body, and it's going to gain some shield points. Okay.
Sorry, it's putting stuff onto its body and it's gaining what?
Shield points. So
Shield.
you guys can assume that it's kind of covered itself
The
with
Jello
something that'll
gets a
protect
bit-
it.
It gets a bit
Yeah.
firmer.
Yeah.
It's got like
And-
grapes in it, carrot slices.
Yes, lots of stuff. And
Classic
now
Utah.
Yeah,
is-
that is the worst looking Jello salad I've ever seen.
And now it's going to shoot a line of acid out from it. And both Xiaohu and Indominus here will need to give me an agility check. So you still do have your bonus from your key, Colby.
Right. Which was a +2, right?
Yes.
Okay. So 14. Oh, 15.
15.
That's right, 'cause I have a natural +1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got a 9.
Yeah, so 9 you do fail, but Xiaohu, you have succeeded. You dodged this line.
Sweet.
So it shoots out this
Tell me
big
that I don't
spike.
take damage,
You do not
so I can
take
recover
any
a
damage.
drive. Yay!
It does seem like it's very difficult for Guardians to recover drive.
I think ideally I'm not getting hit.
Yeah, I've been rolling really
then
high.
And then
'Cause
I'm
I think-
recovering. Also, if I buff an ally, it says, but I don't have a lot of buffs. I have a heal.
Yeah, you have your
that I
embolden
assume would work.
archetype ability. That's for at least the powers you have right now. Like there's some buff powers in martial arts that you can get later, or I think there might be one that I just didn't select. So I may have given you some
Okay.
not great powers for a guardian, I guess. Sorry.
I didn't see that embolden. I've just been looking at my powers, not my ability talents things.
yeah.
I gotta use that.
Yeah, so that will
Yeah.
work though.
Okay, cool.
But yes, you do recover that drive now. And roll. So Indominus, you're gonna take 9 damage.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're chilling. -3, so I take 6. Oh wait, I had I get your guard up, which reduced it by 2, so I can add another 2
Okay.
health back onto that.
And
Nice.
you are dazed. for one
And
turn.
what's the effect of that?
You have -2 action points.
Oh, brutal. Okay.
Dang.
Yeah, we'll use Def. Hopefully it doesn't do anything else to you. So I think one of these will make you unable to see anything. Okay. And it'll give a little bit away of the mechanics, but this is an elite threat, so it has some extra action points. We have elites and bosses, and they get special stuff, pretty much. They get more action points and some extra special effects. So
like
it's
legendary
going.
actions, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So like that shield thing I did, it's epic action, we call.
Cool.
Xiaohu, you are now going to get attacked.
Bring it.
Hopefully you miss.
And hey, there we go.
Hey.
Now you did already recover drive this round, so you won't recover
you can only
it again.
do it once.
It's once per round, yeah.
Okay.
Rip.
Yep. And it does deal some damage though, and you still, like, if this was the only thing that hits you, you would still get the drive back. Okay, it does still deal 5 damage to you with that.
Okay, so it's got kind of a graze-like ability. All right.
And that is its turn. So now we are back to Xiaohu.
Okay. Okay, then. First thing I'll do is, you know what? I'm not gonna use a key point this time. So if I don't use a key, then I recover one. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And using the key powers doesn't spend key unless it says.
Got it.
Generally, it's a choice though.
Okay. Okay. I am going to use my my embolden.
Okay.
I can do the 3 times per rest. Self area buff. So up to 3 times, you can use a minor action to embolden yourself and your allies in the area. What's the area? 5x5. Oh shoot, you're too far away.
Indominus is in range, so.
I'm in range.
Yeah,
You get me.
I'll just do it. If I move, it's not gonna work. Okay, so we'll embolden. And +2 damage reduction. +1 per 3 durability. My durability is high because I took that metal armor stuff. I got 3 durability.
Yes.
So it's a +3 damage reduction.
Yeah, I think I wrote the flat number, like granting +3, and then I put the equation for you in there so you understand where it's coming from. And if you were to increase your durability or something, it could change.
Got it.
So yes.
So we got +3 durability for 2 turns. And is there a cap on that? Can that stack with other durability damage reduction effects that you have?
Yes. So if he does his bulk up, or I think that's the power, get your guard up, that increases his damage reduction, it'll add together. As long as it's not the same like ability or power.
Cool.
And we are in a new round, so that will give you another drive back.
Hooray. Okay, so that was one action. My second action, I'm going to spend 2 action points to use key healing on myself.
Okay.
Which heals me for 2d6 plus damage modifier. So that's 2d6 plus 2, yeah?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so I heal 4. Come on, give me good rolls.
Oh.
Yikes.
Boundary's not your friend.
All right. Okay, so I recover 5.
Okay.
And then that's 2 action points, and that was a level 1 power, so I just lost a drive. And then so for my final action, I'm going to use heightened sense again to increase my defense by 1. And that's it.
Okay.
I'm just trying to buff myself.
Sounds
for
good.
The inevitable onslaught.
Indominus, it is your turn.
I didn't realize. Sorry, I was so excited about taunting that I didn't realize I could only use it twice per encounter. So I blew them both in the very first round.
It was very effective though.
How long does my days last?
1 turn, so at the end of this turn,
Okay,
it
at
will
the end
be
of this
gone.
turn. Right.
Yeah, and you can walk over the dead enemies as if they're
Dead.
not there. They
Okay.
won't like slow you down or
Cool.
anything.
All right. I'm feeling a bit woozy, but I think I'm gonna charge forward anyway. What's the worst that can happen? So that's one. And then I'll use my second one to not actually attack, but I will use Get Your Guard Up to get my +2 damage reduction back, which will stack with what I just got from Colby. So
Okay.
and that's it's all 2 of my action points because I'm dazed. So
There you go.
that's all I got.
You're no
Yikes.
longer dazed though.
I'm
and
no longer dazed, at least for now.
Yeah, and we are over to Bloodspike.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna move a little bit. I think I'll move back to here, and I will use my double attack, and I will boost it.
Okay. What's your tier 2 powers? Oh, you have spray and aggressive poison. Your tier 2. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so 11 and 22.
11. And they both hit.
Oh,
Okay.
come on, 100 damage.
I'm surprised you didn't use your finishing blow.
Oh, I
Holy
forgot
cow.
about finishing blow. Oh, jeez. Well, that's
Okay.
36.
36.
Wait, what? 26 plus 18.
Yeah, because he's adding his damage modifier
Plus
twice.
9 each.
Let me
Yeah.
double check. Isn't there you only apply your damage modifier once? Yeah. So you do
Says
not
each
double your
attack
damage
deals a
modifier.
d6 plus damage.
Yeah, your damage modifier can only apply to each target once per use of this power, though. So
Oh, shoot.
Oh.
Oh,
it's okay.
jeez, I'm a
I
cheater.
didn't catch that until now.
Okay,
Sorry.
sorry
I
about
was
that.
thinking that was a little crazy. I was like, this is a tier 1 power. I'm pretty sure that sounds a little too much.
I'm
So-
like, I'm out here
Okay.
doing like 7.
Minus
So it's
So
actually
9.
27.
So it's gonna be minus 13 of that. All right.
Oh.
I mean, it's still 20. It's
Oh,
still
okay.
offensive.
Okay.
It's still 23.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
My
23?
bad. Sorry, Zarek.
No, you're
Didn't
fine.
read that.
I
And
hope you
then
feel
I'll
bad
use
about
my other shot. I should have done final shot, but I forgot. My little blood spike thing. For
Okay.
10 damage.
10 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh, you know what?
So 33 total.
33 total this turn.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Hang on.
You guys hear my dog?
No.
No, I don't hear anything.
The mic's not picking that up. Okay, good.
Hang on, let me. I'm doing some math in my head, sorry. Okay. So you have knocked off that shield that it collected, or the debris that was kind of protecting it. You have knocked all of that off. And you've done some damage. Is that your whole turn?
That's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are over to...
Okay, it's defenseless.
Okay, it's time to meet the fist. Let's go.
Okay. It is going to... I guess it's in melee range. So I need Indominus. You're going to give me a might check because it is going to try to pretty much wrap itself around you and try to start eating you.
It's okay. Easy 17. Oh, even better.
Hey.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Who needs a 17?
Nice.
And nothing happens then. You have negated its big thing. Okay.
Too slippery for you. I'm just so sweaty,
Now-
so greasy.
Now it is going to use its...
You're all oiled up.
I was prepared for something else today. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, and it is now going to attack Xiaohu again here. Or, you know what? It's going to attack Indominus still.
Yeah, let's go. Bring it.
You just like pushed the gloopy mass off of you, and now it's trying to punch you.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. My sweaty arms just deflected away without any issue.
Okay. And I realized that I misread this power. So what was that 5 damage I did to you earlier, Colby?
Yeah.
You should get that back because
Oh,
I'd misread the power. It was only when I hit it has a chance to do extra damage.
cool.
Okay. And I guess it's going to try to shoot a line here again, and it's going to shoot it through Indominus. So you need to make me an agility check, Indominus, but not Xiaohu.
It's a spicy turn. All right. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. Rocking a 12.
A 12, you succeed. You are going to be slowed by that. It didn't affect Xiaohu last turn because you were already slowed. So.
That's all right. That's all right.
And that is its turn.
Ooh.
Okay.
What did I do for slowed last time? Okay. And now we are back to Xiaohu. And I
Okay.
believe have you had 1 turn since the spikes hit you, or 2? I want to say
Hey, it's been 2. This is my second.
this is your second. Okay, so at the end of this turn, those effects will be removed, the weakened. So you're going to take 2 damage now from being
Oh, and I
wounded.
didn't take that last time, so
Okay.
I gotta remove 4.
Sounds good. And
It's
then
about
after this
6s
turn, you
from
won't be slowed or wounded anymore.
Okay. All right. I'm going to. You know what? I'm gonna sweep the leg, even though it doesn't have legs.
Didn't have throats. Didn't stop me.
I don't think this thing has a high agility check, so let's see if I'm right. It's an agility check of 11.
And it got an 11, so it
Gosh.
didn't succeed. Since it has to beat the
Nice.
11.
Oh, that's right. Ties.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it loses ties. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. So it is now knocked down. So you kind of like sweep the bottom section of the
Goop.
gelatin and goop, and you like knock a chunk out, and you see it sort of sink down, and it looks like it's smaller now.
Sweet. Okay, then I have 2 action points left. I don't want to spend my last drive really, but yeah, I will anyways. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna judo chop while it's down, and now I have dominance. Yeah.
Yes, you do have dominance. Didn't you
Dominance,
regain
yeah.
2 drive though? Shouldn't you have?
I spent 1. I had regained 2, but I spent 1 last time to
Okay.
to do key healing.
Okay.
Because that's a level 1 power.
Okay.
So now I'm back to 0.
13 does hit on that attack.
Okay. I did not use a key point. I'm just trying to recover those. So so that gives me just a d6 plus 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's my damage.
Nice.
Almost as good as blood spikes. And then I'm gonna just use heightened sense again to keep my defense up at 15.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Sounds good. Okay, and Dominus, your turn.
If I move here, can I get dominance on the roll?
You can.
You have dominance because I knocked him prone.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
stack it
sick.
though. You can
Oh,
stack
Oh, you
it.
can get
Yeah.
double. You can get like
Dominance
So you can
two,
get a
that's
D6.
right.
Yeah.
D6 instead of a D4.
Mm-hmm. And that does go up to 2d20. Like you can add a d20. So you could potentially roll like a nat 40.
Let's go. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna move around. Let's go. All right. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use a tier 2 power. My heavy hook.
Okay.
So let's roll an attack with dominance plus 2. Dominance 2.
Yep. Oh wow.
Ah.
Just had to roll bad on the d6. Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
So close.
How much damage will that be?
So this is 2d8 plus my damage modifier, which is 2. Oh, actually, I just realized I picked that suit thing, right, to give me an extra +1 damage, right? Was that on the sheet? I don't think that was on the sheet.
I
Remember you
put
let us
it.
choose?
Yeah. You put. I thought I gave you. Let me see if I updated it.
This just occurred to me now. So should my damage modifier be 2 or is
It
it
should be
3?
4.
4.
Because it's +1 or +2 damage modifier.
I
That
thought it was.
one.
I don't remember.
I think it's +2, right? Because then you take it.
It was +2.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've been skipping all the damage. All right, so it's
Sorry.
2d8
Let me
plus
change
4.
that right now. That way you don't have to
That's
remember.
fine. It's 100% not your fault. It's entirely my incompetence.
Yeah, you're supposed to know your
2d8
character,
plus-
Jeremy.
Yeah, I know. It's entirely my
The
fault.
pre-generated character that I made.
It's fine. 14
There we go.
with this.
Okay.
I'm hooking the living crap out of it. For a minor action, I had also just realized that I have one of my archetype abilities to self-support up to 3 times during a rest. You can use a minor action to heal yourself for 2d4 plus your might and health.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So it's 2d4 plus 3.
Okay. While you do that, after you punched this monster, it is still knocked down, but you see it sort of looks like it absorbs these nearby gloops, we'll just say, kind of pulls them into its body, and it looks like it's now a little bit bigger and tougher. It's got like more debris in it, stuff like that.
It's not concerning at all. All right. I've healed, I've moved, and I've attacked. That's the end of my turn. That's all I got.
Okay. Blood Spike, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna try to shoot out all these carrot slices out of this jello with my finishing blow.
Okay.
So I'm gonna like suck a whole bunch of blood out of my leg, shrivel down like a prune, and then I'm just gonna like shoot it on the ground. A whole bunch of spikes right up to it.
Okay.
And so I think it automatically hits. It says
Yes, but roll your attack still.
Crit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because you have dominance.
Yes, and you have dominance.
Yeah, let's see if this works. Okay, 14.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you hit automatically anyways, so. And that's what?
Okay,
2 times your attack mod plus your damage modifier, right?
Does that count from the distance as well? Like because I get bonus damage mod from the distance. I don't know if to add that on this or not.
It's not a power, so no.
Okay. So then that would be 20 damage.
20 damage. Okay.
And does this count as an attack to
yes.
like do quick shot strikes after?
Let me double. Yes.
After making
it just says a successful attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes.
Okay.
Before you do that, you're going to see you've just like knocked a chunk out of it. It is going to absorb some more of the nearby debris and glop and gloop from the other nearby ones, and it's going to heal up some health.
I don't know if I'm doing anything.
I think you're doing okay.
All right.
Okay. So it's going to heal for some health, and I know you guys can see that. Doesn't bother me. I like to roll in the open anyways, so. Okay, and anything else there? Or you're doing another attack, right?
I'll do 2 more of those little attacks.
Okay.
That's 13 and 10.
13 and 10. 13 hits. A 10 does not hit anymore.
That's 10 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll gain and lose a combo point for that. All right, that's it.
Okay. This giant monster is looking quite rough now. So it's its turn, and it's not very happy. So you are too far away, aren't you? Yes, you are. Okay. It is going to try to punch Xiaohu in front of it here. I guess it can. I guess it will stand itself up here before it does so. So that's 1 action point, and then I'm going to attack Xiaohu. Oh, that was close.
Miss. Good drive.
Okay, yes. And
I think I saw some washing the windows there.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh, I
yeah.
was waxing on and waxing
Oh,
off.
waxing. That's what it is. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And
Yeah, a
then it's
little
going.
like gloopy tentacle comes and he's just like, whoosh.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. And then it's going to, not very intelligently, but it's going to try to move away and go towards this other enemy here. Okay.
Can I make an attack on it with a super
Absolutely.
jab?
You both can, and you can use your knockdown again. There, Xiao.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try the leg sweep. That's just a yeah. He failed.
It did. Okay, it's knocked down again. So you swipe out the legs. Sweep the leg. That's what you did.
Sweep the gloop.
Sweep the gloop, Johnny.
And I did do my math right. Okay, and now I need Blood Spike. You are going to try to dodge with agility.
Ah!
So give me an agility check. It's going to shoot out this line of acid.
Not one, baby.
Okay,
That's
awesome.
what's up.
So you are going to take some damage.
This is where I die.
Ooh, you got
6
rolls.
damage. Is that going to kill you?
Thankfully, no.
Okay. And that is its turn. You
Am
are
I
also
slow,
dazed.
dazed, or okay.
Yeah, you are dazed. And that's its turn. So we're back to Xiaohu.
All right. I will just saunter up here, and well, let's see. Oops, I accidentally got rid of my character sheet. Where did that go? Remind me how I pull that back up.
In Foundry, just double click your token and it will
Thank you.
pull it up.
There we go. Okay. Well, let's see. I've got I've recovered some drive now. Oh, my thing got reset for some reason. I only have one drive. Okay. So yeah, there's just not a lot I can do. But it's already been swept. So oh, you know what? Actually, I will I'm going to do the what's it called?
Spending your key. Is that
No,
okay?
the where did it go? The buff, the
Emboldened?
Embolden?
Yeah, it's like gone from my abilities now.
Is it?
What happened? Something happened to my character sheet.
Oh wow. Yeah, it
made
is
it
gone.
weird.
What the heck? Oh, you know what? I might have
Um,
dropped it on the other version of character somehow. I don't know. Let me get
Anyways,
it back
I'm
for
going
you.
to use that. I know I
Great.
have 3 uses of it. So now I'm
Yes.
down to 2.
Yes. And I'll make sure we
sorry,
do
down
it
to
for
1.
next combat, but when your Kara is on, you actually give people around you damage modifier. I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
Oh.
So you have a talent. It's like a feat or passive. And
Oh,
so
okay.
it's on page 2. But next combat
Good
will.
to know. Okay. So yeah, so I just I do that, so that lets me recover 1 more drive. So now I have 2 drive.
Okay.
And that keeps us at that bonus damage reduction.
Yes, +3.
I'll do that. Shoot, maybe I'll move to here instead of where I actually moved, so that it'll hit Jeremy.
Yep.
Okay, and then that was 2 actions: 1 to move, 1 to embolden. And for my he's already down. It's a shame not to hit him, but I do so little damage that maybe I will. I'm at 5 key now, or at least I will be at the end of this turn. I kind of wanted to do that on purpose. What if I tried a liver punch?
Yeah. You will have double dominance, so you'll roll a d6 because he's knocked down and he's
Nice.
facing away from you.
Okay, I'm going to try a liver punch.
Okay.
This says make a melee attack, strike a target in the liver, Does this thing have a liver? Dealing a d6 plus damage modifier damage. The target must also succeed a durability check with a difficulty of 9 plus control or be dazed for a turn. So we're going to liver punch him.
Okay.
And here comes the attack with double dominance.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Hey,
Okay.
somebody crit.
Yes, we got a crit. So on crits, you double your dice, and then
Okay.
you don't double your modifiers, but any die that rolls its max value will get doubled. So if you roll, you'll roll 2d6. If one of them is a 6, it will become a 12.
Okay, so this was just a 2. Sorry, let me pull that up again. What was it? It's
Liver punch is
just
1d6.
by regular damage modifier, so it's just plus 2 damage. Okay, so this is the 2
There you go.
So 12 damage, and now it has to succeed a durability check of 12.
Okay.
Or be dazed for a turn.
I'll roll the check, but you killed it anyways.
Oh, okay.
So.
And it failed.
Yes. So how do you destroy this one?
Yeah, so in this case, then I actually, as he's running up, like Xiaohu just jumps into the air, and he just comes down, with an elbow, like right through the middle of it, just, and it's like, it just kind of explodes in goo everywhere and covers me too at the same time, and it's just like.
Awesome. Yes. Okay. So you guys have finished the combat.
You're the gloop killer.
Yeah, he killed
Actually,
3 or
I
4
ended
of
up,
them.
even though I got off to a bad start, I ended up getting 3 kill steals. Really, is what it was. It was just kill steals.
Yes.
But
awesome. Okay. So now, you guys can see there's no more threat anymore, and it's quiet for a moment, and you see around you. I think. Well, you guys probably can't see yet, but now you can see. You've been distracted, and you see that there is this building to the north, and it is on fire. It's a single-story building, and you can tell that there are people trapped inside. You hear screaming and calls for help. And maybe what drew your attention was you heard some kind of like crumbling. You heard that the building was starting to collapse due to this fire. So we're not in combat, so you're free to move as you see fit.
okay. I'm assuming, do we recover our drive once combat ends, or is that something that we can only do like on a rest or whatever?
Yeah, we have breaks and rest. If you take a break, you'll recover. I need to double check how much, but you'll recover a bit when you take a break, and when you rest, you'll recover all of it.
Okay. How long is a break?
Break is 10 minutes, but you don't think you have enough time for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like I know that building is burning, but
I need 10
hang
minutes.
out for an hour.
Let's take a breather.
Zero is this? Okay, so I'm just gonna stay at 0 drive then. What about my key? Does that the same thing? That doesn't reset. Well, actually, never mind. I'm at 5 key because I was slowly recovering it through the end of that combat. But would that have recovered, or does that also require a rest?
I believe you start each combat with 5.
Oh, okay. So then I essentially wasted my key by not using it.
Yeah, I guess.
That's fine. That's fine. I didn't know that the encounter was going to end.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Blood Spike does so much damage that what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy damage, even without the doubling of the damage modifier. It's really good damage. So the power of a blaster.
No, it's a shirt. That's what's doing it.
It's a shirt. That's right.
And health is the same, right? I mean, we're not recovering any health right now.
Not right now,
So,
no. Yes,
okay.
but you definitely can hear there are people screaming for help. If only
we're
there were nearby
running,
heroes.
Right, right. We're beelining for this.
People screaming, and Xiaohu's like, guys, I think I need a break.
I'm leaking oil from all kinds of places.
I don't know how helpful I'll be in saving people. I'm more like blood knives, like in this building. Would shooting blood knives at the people help?
Can you make a blood slide?
You could.
slide?
You could try to make something
I-
like that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. You may not make
Yeah.
one that's very sturdy, but you could try to do something like that. Yes. So, okay, you guys obviously sound like you're approaching the building.
Yeah.
When you get there, you can't see anybody inside now, but if you want to try to find where people might be, you can give me some sense skill checks. If you want to try to maybe like support the building, let's say with blood, for example, or Indominus, if you wanted to try to like hold up the building, you could either use infusion to use your super strength powers, or you could use fitness to try to just like hold up a beam or like the roof from collapsing, sort of
I am
thing.
extremely strong.
I am not so much. So I'm trying to look for
Okay.
people, trying to find them. I've got a decent intellect. I don't know
So
if
you
that would
actually
help me
don't
here, but
add any of your stats to your skills. Your skills are separate.
got it. Got it.
That way, it's not like the bruisers are always the best at fitness kind of thing.
Sure.
I'd like to use my civics modifier to know if this was appropriately was like appropriately funded by the government, and where it will the most likely point of failure would be in this building.
You
If
know,
this is
that's
not up
really
to code.
creative.
Not the
That
code. I want to get the code. You know?
I am
that is.
seeing.
Go ahead. Go.
Help me understand the.
Mhm.
So I'm looking at the skills,
Yes.
and like some of my skills have checks next to them, but it looks like that's only impacting things when I have dominance. How's
Yeah,
this
the
working?
way it looks is that so the check on the left is what we call expertise. That's just a flat 3 bonus. It's like a you have it or you don't. It's a flat 3 bonus to the check, and then you also have your skill levels. And so as you use your skills, you will gain experience. When they level up, you'll get the bonus. So expertise makes you better than that at other people that might have the same skill level as you. And then
Got it.
so you're a robotic species. So
Mm-hmm.
you'll see on electronics and engineering, there's that checkbox on the right marked.
Mm-hmm.
That will mean that you have dominance on those skill checks. And I think, let's see if it does it when you click on the left. No, it doesn't. So you will have to click the +0 next to electronics when you do it, if you want to do an electronics check at some point, or engineering. And so
Okay.
that's your species traits that give you that. Also, for being robotic, like you could interface with some electronic technology or something like plug in effectively, um, stuff like that. So like maybe you could
How?
overload some electrical device, or you know what I mean, try to like hack and bypass something and
Yeah.
stuff like
Can
that.
I see if I can find some sort of like interface that might let me say access like the fire suppression system in the building to try and like, you know what I mean, like
Yeah. Um,
activate it if it's not activated, or overload it and make it spray out all the water or something.
yeah. I'll say that it's a futuristic building. It's, you know, kind of like a sci-fi setting. Well, not kind of, it is a sci-fi setting. So yes, there would be like a terminal like that.
I'm gonna
And
R2D2 this shit.
there you go.
Go.
So yes, you can go ahead and give me, I'd say electronics skill check, please.
Okay.
Um, and Blood Spike and Indominus, while he's doing that, do you guys have anything you'd like to do?
Can I use sense to determine if I can hear where the majority of the screams are coming from?
Yes, go ahead and give me a sense skill check, Nathan. Are you muted maybe?
8, 16, 18.
That was Jeremy that wanted to do that.
Yeah, I just was asking if you had anything before I resolved both of their skills.
Oh, I was wondering if I can like detect their blood, maybe, since I've got
Yeah.
like bloody stuff.
So
This
you
is
could
going
use
like
your
way
infusion if you
outside
want.
my like normal power set, which is weapons.
Yeah, we'll let you use the
So
thematics
I
of it
don't know,
though to
like,
do an infusion skill check. Yeah, so you could do infusion or sense and try to find some folks. So while you make that skill check, I'll go ahead and explain Colby what happens. And so, okay.
Only good at killing
Oh wow.
stuff.
Only,
I
yep,
am only gonna kill you.
exactly.
They don't call
Okay.
me Blood Spike for no reason.
So Xiaohu, you succeeded your electronic skill check. Sorry, let me drink water. I don't know what's happening with my voice. So you succeeded your skill check with the electronics there, and you can activate the fire suppression system, and we'll say that it reduces, it doesn't just immediately put out all the fire, but it does definitely slow down the fire, and clears out some fire that was like across the floor to make people have an easier path to leave the building.
Cool.
Okay, and then Indominus, you hear that towards. Oh, are you guys able to see these people? Yeah. Okay. So you can hear that towards the like southeast side of the building, there are some civilians that were trapped until Xiaohu cleared the way by suppressing some of the fire.
Yeah.
So you know that they're in this area. And Bloodspike, you don't sense anybody.
We're good.
They're
No
all
one's here.
they're all dead. There's no blood.
Okay. So you guys now could, since, as I mentioned, Xiaohu kind of cleared the path, you guys could either call to them to get them out, or you could try to go in and help them out yourselves. It's up to you.
Oh, I'm going in.
100%. I'm going in. I'm
Okay.
double fireman carrying people. Like, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can absolutely do that. Just
Where's the front door?
we'll say the front door is like right around here. I wonder if does it have
All right.
walls? Yeah, it might not let you go too deep into the building, but
It let me in.
okay. So you guys you see a few civilians. They're all they were trapped in this area, and one of the ladies says, "Help! We've been, we're at danger here. Please help us." Sorry, I can't
Yeah.
think too great on my toes, obviously.
Yeah, we'll go. I want to run up and 1, 2, 3, 4.
You don't have to count your movement. Yeah, it might just
It's
block
just
you because
saying
of
that
a
it
wall.
collides with a wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll let you move in. Yeah, so you guys can go in and help Indominus if you want to try to pick up people. Then I would let you make a fitness skill check because you have enough might to carry 2 people for sure.
I probably can just do 1.
Yeah, and you could maybe guide out the other. There's 4 people in there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so close to natural 20. So close to 20.
Okay, so you kind of fumble to pick up the second person, but you can pick up one and guide the other out.
Yeah.
So you failed.
Follow us to safety.
Okay. So you guys get these people out, but as you're exiting the building, you suddenly hear a kind of collapse, and the building was structurally weakened by the fire, and so you hear a collapse and a scream. And so kind of to the north, you guys heard a scream that sounded like a little girl in the building. So here,
I guess I'll go.
and here I'll sort of metagame. So this is an actual like starter scenario that we're gonna give out for people. But the meta information is that we have something called momentous actions, where you can use it in response to anything, pretty much. Whether you can use it in combat as well, but you're going to sacrifice something, like have a consequence to get this big bonus. So for example, if you're doing a stat check or a skill check, you can add a +5, I believe it is. +4. Sorry, +4 to an attack or stat check attempt. So like, let's say you were on the brink of death and you were trying to dodge something, you could use your momentous action to get that bonus. But for this scenario, it'd be better to use that on a skill check or to try to lift up something that you might normally be able to lift. You might not normally be able to lift. And so you see the ceiling collapse towards that scream, and you think there's definitely somebody back there that's definitely trapped now. and you're going to need to open up a path physically, maybe, or you tell me how creative you are. Give me an idea of what you want to do, and you may or may not want to use your momentous action here.
Indominus. You got to
Yeah.
brute strength your way through this. Can
Let's
I
go.
help? Like, is there any sort of mechanic for like helping
Yes
on a
and
check?
no. It's like very soft in that sense. So if you come up with like a logical way to help, then you could perform your own skill check and try to help. Or maybe if it's something that might give dominance, like after you do your skill check, I might give dominance to somebody else that you're trying to help if you succeed. So like, if someone's trying to hack into a door and you were at another terminal, you could try to like, I don't know what the, computer terminology would be, but like try to like open up another pathway for them to hack into. And so if you succeed, you could give them dominance on it or something. And maybe that will, if you fail, you might actually make things harder, like you activated a security gateway or something,
Right, right.
stuff like that. So yes, you can try to help.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd want to do anything super creative other than like help lift the rubble.
Okay.
Even though I'm not as strong, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm gonna pump Dominus's blood up to make it go even faster.
Just
there you go.
juice the blood.
I don't really know how humans' blood works, but I'm hoping it helps.
Okay. Yeah,
He just
you
gets
can
a
give me an
bloody nose.
infusion skill check.
It's just spraying out.
Yeah, so go ahead and give me an infusion skill check. And Dominus, are you going to try to lift out or lift up the debris in the way? And you guys save
Oh yeah,
the
of course.
civilians,
Yeah,
so I'll
yeah.
just
I'm
move
just
them.
gonna try and dig through everything that I possibly can. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Just start.
Okay.
Oh, great roll. Sick.
Yeah, blood spike, you definitely open up some blood vessels, but you open up some ones that cause a nosebleed, and so Adonis is going to
Yeah.
feel a little weak on this attempt.
Let's go ahead. Give you guys. I guess fitness is the check. Yeah.
Okay. And you can choose to use that momentous action now and get the
Yeah,
+4
use your
if you want.
momentous
Let's
action.
do it. I'm feeling it. I feel the blood rushing through my nose as it's about to erupt, and I'm just like, no, I gotta do this and I was just like, right before my nose starts profusely bleeding, I'll channel any energy that it provides me into this momentous action. So,
Okay.
so it turns it into a 13.
Yeah, you'll add a +5 for this skill, sorry.
A +5 to 14.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. And you do get extra benefits since you succeeded and you used your momentous action. So this benefit gives you just bonus effects for doing that. So you fight through that bloody nose that blood spike gave you, and you have the will to lift up this massive beam. It's a metal beam even, and you completely clear the path. And Xiaohu and Bloodspike, you can now see the little girl. Yeah, you can see like a clear.
I'll run in and grab her.
Okay, awesome.
I'm afraid of doing anything.
So you succeed, and you guys save the little girl as well, and you can just leave the building now.
Sweet, run out.
Okay, so you have successfully saved the day here, and as you exit the building, you see everything around you starts to sort of fade away, almost looking like very digital, maybe like some ones and zeros, like matrix code kind of stuff. And all of the fire and destruction and everything disappears, and you are now in an open room. And you hear a voice. Let me just activate the right scene. Okay. And so you hear a familiar voice, and someone says, "Oh, is Xiaohu not on here? Let me drop. Oh, you can see. Well. Seems all this training is paying off, huh? Glad to see you could all make it out and save the civilians. We still have 3 more days until we reach our destination, so make sure to keep up the good work. We are still en route to the Emergil home planet, and we're about 3 days away. Why don't you go practice some skills while you can. I don't think you have much free time on your hands, or I don't think you will have much free time on your hands when we land. So better get to it. No dilly-dallying. So now we'll sort of go into this downtime phase, and let me make sure. Can you guys see the chat in this actual Discord call?
Yeah.
Somehow, yeah.
Let me make sure that the practicing skills is in there as well.
I can't see the chat, but it's because
Yeah,
I'm not good at Discord.
No worries. You'll see a little pop-up. So if you go to Discord, at the very top right, there's like a little message bubble.
Mm-hmm.
It'll show the chat.
Yeah.
And then I just posted the downtime activities. And then if you scroll up a little bit, there's a practicing your craft and some items. There's a few other images. So to explain kind of the mechanics behind what we're doing, you will get to do 3 different attempts of practicing some downtime activities, practicing some skills. And so you'll explain to me the 3 different skills that you want to practice. And you could even maybe do like team practice, for example, and give each other dominance. So, maybe an example is if you want to do like combat training and Xiaohu and Indominus, you guys want to train together, you could practice like your fitness or acrobatics or something like that and maybe get dominance since you're working together. Maybe you go extra hard on each other and stuff like that. So I think, yeah, that's all the information you need to know. If you do like, interesting things or putting yourself through exceptionally difficult training, then I might reward you with extra skill experience. So we'll just go down the list. Colby, do you have 3 skills you'd like to do?
Let's see. Like, where am I? I had gained a little bit of XP in acrobatics earlier for succeeding on a check. I can't remember what it was. I think I got 2.
Yeah,
You
I think you
jumped
jumped over the rock. Yeah.
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think I'd like to just do some danger room acrobatics.
Okay.
Practice to try and get that up.
Okay.
And maybe that can double as fitness as well, something that I'm not necessarily particularly good in.
Yeah. So I'll let you do like one, do 1 acrobatics, 1 fitness, or maybe 2 of one of them. It's up to you.
Let's just do 1 of each, and then I'm going to also work on my electronics even a little more.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of studying some new matrices and maybe interfacing with the ships.
Okay.
AI to learn some additional electronic skills.
Okay.
Do some puzzle solving.
Sounds good. So go ahead and you should be able to just roll each one from your character sheet and it'll tell us which skill you're doing for that one. Make sure the electronics you roll with the dominance.
Okay, so just like this.
Yep. So there's your Indominant, your electronics, I mean. And then while he's doing his rolls, Nathan, you want to go ahead and select and explain to me your 3?
Yeah. I have never seen Indominus lift so much weight as when I was pumping the blood through his veins. So I want to practice that skill a lot.
Okay.
Pretty good.
So you'll do fitness then, right?
I think that was infusion. I was trying to.
Oh, okay. You're trying to do infusion. Okay.
And then I am probably, if we're going to Emergil home planet, I should probably do some like recall or I don't know, something to remember lore about my own people. I don't want to look like a fool.
Yeah, you said you're an outsider, so you might have to do some research. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if that would be recall or civics.
You could do either. That's up to you.
Sure.
I think you do that with dominance on either of them, though.
Okay. Sorry, 7 plus 4 then.
Okay.
11. And then probably so like an athletics sort of thing. Fitness. I feel like I'm pretty weak, so I'll try to do some, bicep curls with some Campbell's soup cans or whatever, and
Okay.
fail.
Okay. Jeremy, do you have your 3 ready ideas you want to explain?
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna work out with Blood Spike. I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna be his personal trainer. We get that pump on.
Okay.
I don't know how to. There it is. I just make a fitness check.
Yeah. Just make a fitness skill check, and then I'll tell you guys how much you get for each of your activities.
Cool. All right, so I do that. I was also very inspired by watching Xiaohu jump over the rocks. So I want to practice acrobatics as well.
Okay.
So let's go for acrobatics. That's pretty good. And then I'm just so deeply unsettled by my lack of understanding of the structure and the code of this building that I want to practice civics so I can understand building structures and codes better. So I'm gonna go for civics.
Okay.
17.
Awesome. Okay, so Xiaohu, with your electronics, you did some amazing hacking, and we'll kind of treat this as if you guys did 3 practices. So you would get, what is that? 6 skill experience towards electronics for practicing. And then your acrobatics training did not go so well, so you would gain 3 skill experience. You could not channel that energy you had when you jumped over the rock. And then fitness, I think you said you were kind of doing that same thing. You didn't get tired. You definitely felt like your fitness and maybe like cardiovascular or whatever the analog to that for your body is improved. So you'd get 6 skill
His
experience for
oil.
that.
Yeah, his oil.
Your oil's pumping a lot better. Blood spike, unfortunately, you definitely don't feel very strong like in Dominus. Your training didn't go so well, so you got +3 experience. Your recall,
I'm not a good personal trainer.
yes, not very good. Blood spike, because of the dominance there, you did do some good research on your people, and so you would get 6 in recall. You found out some good information. You feel like you might be able to blend in and not feel like such an outsider next time. And your training, what was your last one? Oh, you did another
blood
fitness
with infusion.
Yeah. Okay. And that didn't go so well either. Pumping blood, you feel like you weren't able to control it very well. And then in Dominus, you showed Xiaohu how he jumped over the rock in the first place. You're doing some good show and tell this time around. And in your research, you definitely know that that building was not up to code in the simulation. So you get, what is that? And then you did fitness as well, right? Yeah. So on your fitness, you felt like you were not a very good personal trainer. So yeah, you did not succeed, and you got +3 only.
What do I get for the other 2? 6?
So you barely didn't succeed your skill check on your fitness. So you got +3, and then on the other 2 you got +6 though. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. So you guys have spent all this time training, and you would count as resting during this time. So you recover all of your drive and all of your health. And now you come back to this training room with, wrong button there. Hello?
Hey.
There we go. Okay. So now you find yourself back, and this, I guess I didn't tell you her name, but Lieutenant Willow. She was the voice that you had previously heard, telling you to practice and train. And so she comes back to you and she says, all right, great work getting some practice in. That's enough. And we are approaching our destination. And all of a sudden you hear a rumble and a shake and an explosion. And she says, wait, what was that? And suddenly there's an explosion behind Lieutenant Willow. And she no longer is there. You just see after the smoke kind of settles, she has sort of disappeared. You don't see her anymore. And then the training room doors, because this would be your normal training room, you see to the west, they open up and what you would know as a GLU soldier, he runs through and he shouts, "The ship is getting invaded. We've got to get out of here." And he kind of, in his haste, he also explains to you that we're being attacked by what seems to be some Valorn. They're very dangerous alien creatures that are very ruthless and violent. And so he tells you to follow him, and you would know that to the west there are some drop pods that you can use to escape.
All right. Yeah. We'll run. What happened to the lieutenant?
He says,
She get
we don't have time. We
evaporated?
need to go. You need to get out of here. We need our imperative task is to get you to safety. And so you guys
I
can all
think this
walk.
is a simulation.
Definitely don't remember starting a simulation this time. Okay. So as you guys all walk through the door, you see another GLU soldier behind through the doorway. He gets shot. You see a red laser shoot, and he is immediately killed.
Oh.
And everybody roll initiative for me.
Agility, right?
Sorry? Yeah, agility.
Agility. Yeah.
And Colby, you said you've got 15 minutes or you have 30 minutes?
I've got 30.
Okay. Okay, let me roll for these enemies real quick. And the good guys.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
Indominus, what's your
A
roll?
lot of enemies.
Holy crap.
That's a lot of dice.
Yeah. What did you get, Jeremy?
Is it here? I rolled it. Oh, but you rolled 1,000 dice.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I don't know. 8.
8. Yeah, I should have done you guys first. I'll do that before, but okay. Bloodspike
11. Or wait,
and
hold on.
Shahu.
6.
Okay. Was 11 correct?
11 is correct, yeah.
Okay. So Shahu, you can sort of see, and I'll let, if you want, you can explain this without spending any actions or anything to your compatriots, but you can see several what you would know as Valorn warriors and legates, and they are huge, and there are several of them. And the GLU soldiers, they have their guns pointed at them, and they're going to try to help you out, obviously.
Okay.
So you see several of them move up. And, right, there's going to be some shots taken here. So you see them take a few shots. Okay. So you see several shots fire off, and they take out one additional one of these soldiers.
Okay.
And now it is Bloodspike's, or sorry. And then one of the GLU zappers, the one that's in the doorway with you, he's seen his friends get shot, and he says, "You need to get out now. We cannot risk you guys getting captured or worse, killed." Or maybe it's the other way around. But so he's gonna turn and run out here, and he's going to try to shoot one of these enemies here. Wow.
Nice. Which one did he hit?
So you
Did I
saw him
notice?
shoot this close one right here.
Okay.
And it's got like this power armor. They look like savages, but they have some very advanced technology. They're covered in like gold plated, armor, and it looks very advanced. Like it's got some shielding built into it. And now it is Bloodspike's turn.
I was hoping to go last. Okay.
I wish you
Which
could
way are the
swap
pods?
initiative. Swap me. I need to get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Drop pods,
I don't.
are up over here, and you guys can see the doors to get into them. They're like, it's not like a single person thing. It's like a little lifeboat, if you will, like a life raft in space, so it can take quite a few people.
Right. I guess I'll go here. Oh, okay. Wow. Gotcha. Okay, that's 6. These guys probably have a pretty long range. All right. I will. I'll probably enter defensive, boys. And then I will use my or actually, I'll do that at the end. I'll do a double shot.
Okay.
And then I'll enter defensive, boys.
Which one or ones are you attacking?
I'll do these two here.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
Oh, sorry, it's +4. I don't have the aggressive thing.
That's fine.
All right.
Okay. You hit the first one here,
Yeah.
and you missed on the second attack.
All right. That's 10. 10 damage, and then I'll enter
10.
defensive, boys.
Okay. You definitely feel like you've hit him, but it looks like his armor is going to be very hard to get through.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. Indominus, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to 3, 4, 5, 6. I just move forward. I can't even get close to anything.
As you enter the room, you see this soldier over here. You hear him shout, "You need to get off! Get out! Get off the ship! We'll cover you. We'll try to hold them back."
I mean, if the plan is exit, these are the ships up here where we're trying to get.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I'll use 1, 2. I'll use another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just go up there, and that's 3 actions. I'll use a minor action to get my guard up and have the +2 damage reduction.
Okay. Xiaohu, it's your turn.
I don't feel good about leaving these soldiers behind.
I don't care about it.
That's kind of not. That's not my character's MO.
Hmm.
I'm wondering if I can like grab one of them and like bring them with me.
You can definitely try, yeah.
I'm gonna say like now this guy is dead and this guy's dead, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna use movement to go here. I guess just here, and say no man left behind, and try and like throw this guy over my shoulder and make a run for it.
Okay. And give me do a might check.
Oh, sorry, and I want to use a key.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
gonna put me at 4. Okay, make a. What am I making?
Do a might check for me, please.
Might check.
And you'll add a total of +3 because you have your key or your Kara is activated.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So that +2 more. So that's
13.
a 13.
Okay, yeah, you grab him, you sort of sweep him off his feet, throw him over your shoulder, and you are picking him up, and he's not necessarily kicking and screaming, but yeah, you had to fight him to pick him up. He's
Okay.
trying to protect you and let you get out.
So that's one movement. I get 7 total with key activated, right? So 2, 3,
Yes.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
And then I guess let's see. I still have 2 action points.
Yeah.
So I'll go in I'll try and go in the pod.
Okay.
Can
Yeah,
I go
you
in?
can. Will it let you? Yeah, now the door's open. It
There
will.
you go.
Okay. Yeah, and you bring him with.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say to your friends?
I say, grab the other one unless he dies before the next turn.
Okay.
And that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. And I think, yeah, that's this guy. So it's his turn. He's hearing you, and he's going to try to sort of walk his way back and provide suppressive fire while he does try to escape. He's not just going to throw away his life. So
Yeah, I won't try and stop him. He's close at least at this point. He can just jump in.
so he's also going to take a shot. At the one that you have weakened, and he misses. It just shoots and bounces off the armor of this one right here. And that's his turn. They are now all going to move up again. And you'll see these sort of bigger ones kind of step in front. And go ahead. Some of these shots here are going to be at Blood Spike. So these first 2. 9 and an 8.
Miss.
Okay.
Thankfully.
Indominus, this one's at you.
Yep.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Let's go.
Thanks for taking that for me.
I got you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord.
A lot of dice. There's an 8, so
That
comes
would
16.
be plus an 8, yeah. So what is that? 30 math. 35? Yes. 35 minus your
35.
damage reduction.
I have 3, and I used my get your guard up to 5, so 30 instead of 35.
Oh my gosh.
It's fine. I'm chilling.
Okay.
That would have killed me right out.
chilling.
And then they're going
Never
to
better.
shoot. Never better. Unfazed. Holy cow. This is at the GLU Zapper, the soldier guy.
Man,
Oh my gosh.
you
My
do get good
goodness.
rolls.
Yeah. Okay. They do a lot of damage, but he's not dead. He gets shot several times, and he's wounded, and he's on the ground now. So he has been knocked down, and that's their turn. And the guy with you, Xiaohu, he's gonna just sort of poke out and try to call everybody in. And he's gonna take a quick pot shot, trying to shoot one of the enemies. And again, he just shoots and it bounces right off of their armor. Okay, Blood Spike, it's your turn.
Okay, I saw like Indominus get shot right through the heart. I'm getting out of there. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's 6, and then I'll double it up and move again.
Okay. Oh, and he came back in after he shot, sorry. Okay.
Maybe retreat's not so bad.
Okay, is that your turn?
That's me.
Okay, Indominus, it's your turn.
Yeah, same. I'm just gonna double my movement, double dash, basically.
You're not gonna try to save the soldier?
Hell no.
Oh, it's not. I'm next.
Hell
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Here. And I'll use get your guard up again, just in case they can shoot through walls or something.
Okay, Xiaohu, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna move. Oh, I'm gonna use key.
Yeah.
And move. How far away is this guy?
I think
Where
he
is
was
he?
a
I
total
lost
of
him on-
5 from you.
Okay, there he is. Sorry.
Or 4.
It's telling me I need to reload applications, and that's in the way of the middle of the screen. So I'm gonna
hit
do
escape.
that really quick. Oh, just kidding. I just hit reload.
That's okay.
So give me a sec.
Yep, no worries.
Okay. Okay, get my screen or my character sheet back up. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to let's see. I've used 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gets me there. And I'm gonna try and pick them up. I spent a key. Gosh, I wish I would have spent all 5 of them last time, because now I'll have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would have had that.
You
extra
could use
bonus.
your key recovery,
key?
right? Yeah, you could use that.
Wait, let me look at that. Where'd that go? Powers.
Key focus.
Key focus.
Oh, then you wouldn't be able to move a second time.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Okay, so I'm gonna try and pick him up.
Okay.
Do you need a check?
Yeah, I'll do a mic check again so you can add the +3.
Okay, so I'm adding 2 to this. You know what?
Oh,
Sorry.
no.
I was gonna say I wanted to try and do that thing that you said about the
momentous action.
You get to add.
Momentous?
What's it called?
Momentous action.
Yes, I want to use a momentous action.
You can do that after you do a check. It's kind of like
okay.
You have the ability to do it like right after you try something to know whether it's gonna be worthwhile.
Okay.
So
then,
that's
yes, I would like to use a momentous action.
Okay.
Meaning, and I add 2 to what I rolled. Gosh, I can't believe I rolled a 3. So that's 6 plus momentous action is 4 or 5.
Yeah, it's double check. It's 4 for stat checks.
Okay.
So
that puts me at 10.
Yes, and that will reduce your might by doing that, but you still get the same amount on your check.
Okay.
So you do pick him up. He kind of like
Sweet.
Pick him up off the ground, throw him over your shoulder.
Okay, and I still have
just barely
9. I have 2 action points and 9 movement left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gets me in the door.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Well done.
I said that there's a wall. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
It still doesn't
So
let me.
were you trying to move right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you can get in the door. And if you want, you can like hit the shut door button that's right next to you.
Like hit the eject or whatever. I'll use my electronic skill to figure out how to launch the escape pod.
Yeah, so you can hit the door and activate the escape pod, and you guys launch out of the ship and fly off down to the Emergil home planet. And from there, you would, it's kind of like a ending point to continue the story. So you guys would probably have to be trying to fight off an attack of these Villorn, but we'll end it there for now.